gracious.
All right, Sam. It's episode 138. So whenever you're ready to start, man, kick it off.
Okay, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wrasslecast. This is episode 138. I'm Samuel Kalunga, and with me is Mr. Don DeLorente.
Hey, folks. Welcome to the realest podcast in the room. It's the Wrasslecast.
And of course, as always, we have Miss Dee Dee Jonay. And I'm not sure, how are you? How many sheets to the wind are you?
What was I last week? Like 3 sheets?
You were 6.
6? Okay, I'm at a good one. You know.
Okay.
You can't be sloshed all the time, friends.
So sloshed. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's definitely what last week was.
Yeah, you passed out before I could do your gimmick.
I didn't pass out. I mean, allegedly. I don't know.
Allegedly, yeah. Yeah. My sources say.
Sources.
Yeah. So I only have one question. Do you think he took the lantern with him to the night and left it on her nightstand?
You mentioned it.
It's funny. I mean, I'm not going to judge anybody, but it's funny, and I was rolling with the jokes on the Twitter machine.
Okay, so we've established that he's not faithful. Are you shocked that he picked her?
Well, I thought wasn't she going out with Vader's son?
Who's that? That's a nobody. So I mean, just like from like an aesthetic choice, are you shocked that that's what happened?
I mean, you mean ethnically, or what? What are we talking?
Ray's a little, you know.
Oh, you're talking about him. Okay.
Husky boo appreciation is what she's really trying to say.
I thought you were talking about like him picking her.
No, not him. She's gorgeous. Not him picking her. Her looking at him and being like, you know, you and
like
your...
I want me some of that.
Yeah, you and your Caucasian locks. Like, that's nice. You know, like I'm a little surprised. I think he's handsome. I'm just mildly shocked. That's all.
I think in this case, she had him under her hypnosis. Instead of, you know how he usually gets people under his. I think it was the other way. I think he was like, instead of follow the buzzards, it was follow the booty.
We can't just assume everybody knows what we're talking about.
Oh, they know.
You think they know?
They know.
Okay.
But what if they don't?
But if they don't, Bray Wyatt has gotten himself caught up in a love triangle involving his wife and JoJo, and his wife filed for divorce. Allegedly, his wife filed for divorce, and allegedly, one of the main reasons was Bray Wyatt's infidelity with JoJo. So
yeah, apparently he's not just the eater of worlds.
Oh, okay.
He's not the only one who he's saying more than just yes to JoJo.
Okay.
Come on, Didi. You got one. You got one. Come on, you got to get one in.
No,
got to get one in.
No, y'all did enough for me.
Look at you being the responsible one.
I try.
You didn't see
Role reversal.
You didn't see my tweet with the when he was in the back of the limo?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he said when you get up to JoJo's house, honk twice and park around the corner. No, I'm telling you, she like engaged to Leon's son.
I don't know about engaged, but yeah, I thought
they were together for quite a while.
I mean, puppy love doesn't count.
But I mean, when it comes to the wrestling business, like, it's hard to have somebody outside of the wrestling business as your significant other, because when are you ever going to see him?
I think he was training at the PC, or for a while. I think he might have gotten cut.
Yeah, but she got the real job, so she don't got time for that.
Yeah. So, I mean...
little girl's only 23. No, you can't expect her to be faithful.
Yeah, she's just a kid, basically. Let her do her thing. Now, him, on the other hand, he's the one that should be chastised.
Yeah, because isn't he my age? How old is he?
That dude is
he's 30.
He's 30.
How old is Wyndham? Wyndham is old as hell.
Young Wyndham.
Young Wyndham is he's 30 on the dot. Yeah,
he's 30.
Oh, but he got married young. See, bad life choices.
And
Two kids.
And he got kids.
Oh, Wyndham. Poor life choices. Bella.
Dang.
Oh shit! It's on his Wikipedia.
So now I guess we know like where he got the idea to do the braids in his hair.
Oh.
Or who did it for him.
Why did his Wikipedia put that business out there? That's so cool.
What did his Wikipedia say?
They have 2 daughters together. In June 2017, Samantha filed for divorce, citing an affair with ring announcer JoJo Offerman.
Oh wow, that's gonna get taken out at some point.
In the personal life.
I ain't got no business up there.
That's so rude.
That is rude. Dang. So yeah, first Orton, now Bray. I don't know. If you ever know, I don't know. Don might have noticed because he's a dude and he won't notice. You ever notice when she does her ring announcing, the wrestler that's already in the ring with her, he pretty much every time checks out her ass.
Oh, I've noticed that.
I mean, yeah.
He sneaks behind her and then takes a look.
It's not sneaking so much as they walk behind her.
He positions himself behind her.
They all do it.
They all do that.
Yeah.
That's obviously the people who didn't get a chance to see her Twitter page before they came out.
I mean, sometimes you want to see it in person. You know?
Her Instagram page keep popping.
I'm not mad.
It is pretty impressive in person. Me and my cousin, we once had a debate when she had the Bootios box sitting back there. He was telling me that no, they couldn't be real. There's no way that it was possible. Then about a month later, we saw them at a live event, and he kind of tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "I think I can believe it now." I was like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to piss off her dad though. That dude's crazy.
Who, Jose?
Jose Offerman, yeah. He there's some stories about him. He going a little nuts back in his day.
There's a stereotype in there somewhere, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
There's stereotyping those Dominican brethren. Come on.
Yeah, I didn't say it. That was you.
I didn't know there was a stereotype. I mean, is there? I don't know. I know there's a stereotype of Jamaican men, but
there's a stereotype about all of you people south of the USA Mexican border. So
look at you.
And don't be from an island. Oh.
So the House of Horrors joke. Let's keep it moving.
Oh, that's where I should have gone.
Where?
House of Horrors.
House of Horrors?
Yeah. It's easy. Anyway.
Okay. So we go from that to an abysmal Monday Night Raw. Started out great, and we just sort of died. So Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out to cut a boring 20-minute promo. It's a very good promo as usual by Mr. Paul Heyman. Joey Samoa comes out, and he and Brock go at it. Kurt sends the security out, and the two men get rid of them quickly. Kurt then sends the locker room after them, and they hold them back, and they still basically get a hold of each other. They do this for a while, so it's kind of reminiscent of like the Brock Undertaker pull apart.
Yeah, but they didn't let it go on as long as that one did, which was perfect.
Right.
The kick to the nose, that's probably the most memorable thing in Brock, like when he knocked like 6 guys down. And
I thought that was a bit much. I thought that was.
I don't know. If you watch it again in the slow motion replay, though, it's pretty. It looks probably better. It'll look better to you than when you saw it in live action.
How do you kick one dude and 8 people react?
Well, I mean, they are holding on to him, and Brock is a big dude, and Samoa Joe did come in there, with a good head of steam. I'm pretty sure maybe four guys should have fell, not 6.
Science, right?
We need Neil deGrasse Tyson on the case.
Yeah, no, we need Sharif Jackson in here, the science dude. Somebody ping Sharif, ask him how physics work. Okay, so the Drifter is in the ring singing his stupid ass song.
You see all those cell phones up? It's getting over. It's getting over.
No, it's not.
It's getting over. You may think it's stupid.
Dean Ambrose comes out, and I don't think they actually care about him. They're just doing it just to do it. So Dean Ambrose comes out, and the two have a match. Miz comes down and jumps on the apron, causing a temporary distraction. Ambrose kicks temporary. It didn't actually lead to anything. But Ambrose
you said
kicks
distraction.
Oh, yes, thank you.
That's the way the game is played. If distraction is in your recap.
So it's 4 sheets now. Okay.
First of all, I started at 1. Let's
okay. I thought you started at 3. Sorry.
No.
Apologies.
The phrase is 3. I ain't there.
Okay. Okay, so now you're at 2 sheets. Okay.
Can I get 1.5? Like,
I just want to know what that means. Don, you're the.
Like, what are these increments you're choosing?
Don, you're the resident drinker here. What does that mean anyway?
I don't know where the reference comes from about being how many sheets in the wind, but I guess that means like if washed, and then you would hang your clothes out, and then your sheets. You wash your sheets, and then So how many sheets do you have blowing in the wind? I have 3. That means I'm really drunk.
Google says it's to be drunk. The sheet is the line that controls the sails on a ship. If the line is not secured, the sail flops in the wind, and the ship loses headway and control. If all 3 sails are loose, the ship is out of control.
Sails are loose.
I'm only one in like 2/3. Like it's fine.
Yeah, it's a sailor's term. Fitting.
I don't even go in the water. I'm fine.
But sailors are known for drinking a lot.
Oh yeah. I'm sure there was a pirate in my history.
Okay.
Genetical.
So Ambrose kicks out of the drifter when he does the roll up. I put roll out for some reason. Maurice joins Miz and the two hang out at ringside. Dean goes after Miz, but Miz uses Maurice as a shield. Miz gets the upper hand on Dean, almost causing Dean to be counted out. He gets back in the ring. Drifter knees him, hits a neck breaker, then pins him. Now, does this count as a distraction finish?
Sure. If you question it, we'll drink to it.
If you have to ask, the answer is yes.
Okay. So it's like the whole thing of like, am I a racist? If you have to ask, you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. So if you have to ask if it's a distraction, it is. Okay.
For sure.
Okay, so another Goldust Director promo. These are actually pretty cool. He quotes from The Godfather saying, "Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. R-Truth and he were brothers, and he could tell Truth was scared, so he got to him before Truth could get. Well, he got to him first before Truth could." Kurt confronts The Miz backstage. He says it was payback. Oh yeah, he says it earlier was payback for Dean ruining his party. Miz blames Kurt for this fiasco, saying he was too distracted with his personal problems to keep Dean out of the building last week. Miz says Kurt needs to do something about Dean Ambrose. Kurt says he'll do nothing. He'll do nothing. If Miz has a problem with Dean, he should do something about it himself. All right, so a nice Cedric Alexander vignette. After it's over, Cedric is seen in the locker room with Noam Dar. Both men are dressed like characters from the Sega Dreamcast game Space Channel 5. Noam has Alicia Fox on FaceTime. She's at home recovering from a neck injury. She tells Cedric that the only way she'll feel better is when Noam kicks him in the face. Kicks his face in. Cedric Alexander and Noam Dar have their Purple Rope 205 match. Noam comes down, still on FaceTime with Alicia. Her audio is piped into the house speakers, and her face is on the Titantron. He takes his phone into the ring. Listen, the dude is only 20, dating a 30-year-old. He doesn't know how to stand up to his lady yet. I don't know. Like,
he don't want them problems, man. To hang up on his woman.
He already has those problems. Look, he's losing matches because of her.
I know, but I mean, he'd rather lose the match than go home and deal with that yang, man. He don't want to hear that yang. So I understand.
Hey, you can say, "I'm about to have a match." Bye. I mean, at least if you're too afraid to do that, just say, "Oh, my battery died," because this is ridiculous. Come on. So the two men have their match. Alicia nags Noam, causing a distraction. Thus, Cedric walks away with the victory and his own dignity.
Yeah, I love the way the lumbar check looks. It looks like it legitimately hurts people.
So, where do you stand on this whole? Like, I mean, would you be this extra, or or at any time have you ever done it in your many years?
Have I ever done what? Dated a child?
No. Gone through all this, like. I mean, when you were younger, you were probably like, like didn't know any better. You were like, yelling and stuff. And
yelling at my boyfriend?
Yeah, like. Has this been you at some point in your life?
I wasn't a yeller, but sometimes things get heated. It's real out here. I mean, I guess I've been single for a while, and I drink a lot, so I don't quite remember. But yeah, I'm sure I yelled at some point.
She's single, fellas.
Yes, if you're chunky, let's talk.
Oh God.
If you're ginger and chunky, yes. Even
they should make a site called Gingers Only.
Oh, wait, there's money in that, friend.
They have one for like pretty much everything.
Yeah, they have one for farmers. Why wouldn't they have one for gingers?
They
don't. We should make it.
They have one for wrestling fans. They really do. The wheels are turning in Didi's head.
We can be. Wait a minute. We can be rich. Let's revisit this.
Okay, classic. Cut that out. Okay, spooky Bray Wyatt promo. Seth Rollins comes out and cuts his own promo on Bray, talking about drinking Kool-Aid. He calls Bray a coward. The two yak for a minute. The lights go out, come back up. Bray's gone. Bray appears on the side and trying to finishes his spooky promo.
Hey, Bray's promo had that triple entendre in it this week. He was like, "Do not speak my name in blasphemy." I've been talking about that article.
I was not paying attention. I never pay attention when he speaks.
Oh, you got me. The new ones are like church sermons.
Dad who doesn't pay attention in church, and you're like, "What?" Yes.
No, and like
how did you know I was about to say that, Didi? That's exactly what I was about to say.
Because like I'm almost finished, and then you give out an amen.
Well, when it only be a few more minutes, and it's like 30 more minutes. It's that.
They always do that, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
Okay, interview robot number 1 interviews the Hardys. Matt shows enthusiasm in his promo. Jeff is reciting lines. This is like he wanted to put zero effort into this interview. Did you notice this? Did you notice Jeff was just like whatever?
Well, it looked like they were trying to do
generally bad.
They were trying to do a little bit of the Run DMC, like the tag team, like you.
Yeah, but like how did she know to already do that though? See, bullshit. Because she was throwing that mic back and forth, like she knew every spot.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, like no, he was just like, I don't give a fuck.
Well,
he was like a dude just sitting at the bus stop waiting on the bus.
He's taken some pretty nasty bumps like the past like
concussions, right? Yeah.
Like 6 weeks. So I'm pretty sure he's kind of beat up, and the schedule has definitely got to be a little bit rougher than TNA's was for sure. So because they're doing house shows and shit.
Apollo Crews comes out with Titus. Apparently, Titus is trying to recruit Akira Tozawa into the Titus brand. He's giving him a front row seat. Oh, and while all this is going on, Apollo Crews is having a match with Kalisto, who's been going nowhere since defeating Braun Strowman in that dumpster match. Either way, Apollo gets the win. Apollo brings Akira into the ring. They reach each other's hands. Tozawa looks so confused as they all take a selfie.
For the first time ever, I saw something in the Apollo Crews smile. He hit like a body slam or a big move or something, and then he actually stood over Kalisto, hit the big smile and like pointed to it, and then hit the standing moonsault. And I was like, you know what? I like it.
Didi, what do you think?
I don't.
It was just a moment. It was just a moment in time. I was like, you know what? If he's trying to go heel, or that's a little thing that they're trying to build on when he goes heel, that will work.
Possibly. Okay, so Max Meany comes down to the ring. She laments on how she was forced to defend her title against Nia Jax. Speaking of Nia,
whoa. You skipped over the Miz talking to Heath Slater and Rhino.
No, that's hold on. I actually did write that down. That's later.
I thought that was after the
Kalisto
thing.
I swear I wrote it down. No, I actually wrote this down. Where the fuck is it? Okay, here it goes. Okay, I did skip over it. Heath Slater and Rhino are backstage eating crackers and spray cheese. Miz and Maurice interrupt. He makes an offer to Heath to join their entourage since he made Heath a big star after appearing with him in the Marine 5. I wouldn't brag about being in the Marine 5. He says that his dream since he was a kid was to be Intercontinental Champion. Rhino says he already has a partner, and for Miz to find his own partner, since he's going to go find Kurt, they're going to have a match.
The one thing about bragging about the Marine 5 is they got SAG insurance, so yeah. Mm-hmm. And when Naomi got hurt,
they actually had insurance.
Yeah, she had insurance take care of that for her.
Okay, so Mascarita Sagrada comes down to the ring.
Hey, man, watch your mouth, sir.
I already called her Max Meeting. You didn't even pick up on that.
It's because I was on mute and you skipped the thing. I was getting that in. Hashtag Goddess Cakes Champ. Hashtag 5 Feet of Fury. Hashtag Bliss Cakes Champ.
Okay, so Piratita Morgan comes down to the ring. She laments on how she was forced to defend her title against Nia Jax. Speaking of Nia, she comes out trying to look angry. It doesn't. She's too beautiful. I don't buy it. That immediately goes away when she whines to Alexa that she promised her a title match last week and that she wasn't forced. Alexa backs down and says that she wanted to have a classic match that we talked about for years, but Mickey and Dana ruined that. So Mickey and Dana come out. Mickey makes note that she is a 6-time women's champion, while Alexa is only 3. And just to note, she's won that title in the span of like 5 months. So, yeah, these titles don't mean shit. So Mickey comes bearing the receipts talking about Alexa was actually complaining about Nia getting a title shot. Alexa calls Dana a disgruntled employee and Mickey someone whose spotlight is dimming by the second. And both will do anything for attention. So Emma comes down, just back from injury. She talks some smack. Sasha comes down, she talks smack, and then actually gives Alexa a smack. Brawl breaks out, and I guess we have a match, because the next thing you know, after commercial, they're wrestling.
Alexa got that good heel psychology, talking about, I want to have an awesome match, but these two ruined it.
I like how she tried to had to talk her way out of it. That was funny.
Oh, yeah, man. She's the best. She is the best. When they let her actually do her own thing and don't try to give her no bullshit like that, this is your life script, she can make it work. Okay,
so 6-person match, Emma, Nia, and Alexa versus Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Dana Brooke. Sasha eventually gets Emma to tap to the bank statement while Alexa stands on the stage looking on. Nia Jax looks like she just got played, which she did. So she's sitting there contemplating how she could fall for Alexa's shenanigans.
Ooh, you know what I want to happen? I want Nia Jax to... No. I want Nia Jax to go on a tirade and injure, quote unquote, everybody, so there's nobody to wrestle but her.
I wish that they would actually push her as the monster instead of what they've been giving us. Like, actually let her go out and just destroy people. Let her be dominant.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Just a few more words.
No, I'm saying, but I wish they, I don't know. But yeah, you're saying you want her to injure people. I'm like, well, I just want her to get what's hers.
But see, if she injures people, then, Alexa can't be like, well, I think she deserves a title shot, or she deserves a title shot. There'll be nobody else for her to, try to play her with because she took care of them.
Well, Donald, we know that's not going to happen. So.
Stranger things have happened, sir. Did you see the ending of the Okada Omega match?
I haven't watched anything.
Oh,
nothing.
I
barely watched this.
I called that.
Okay. So we go from dumb to creepy. Corey Graves interviews Bayley. They talk about how Bayley just couldn't pull the trigger when it came to going extreme rules. But if you actually go back and watch it, you'll clearly see that Alexa took the stick from Bayley every time she got it. Now, whether or not they were actually trying to go for that, and Alexa was just too quick, like she just mistimed everything, I don't know. But to me, it just seems like Bayley's just a loser. I don't know. Like, what did y'all think of that? Of them trying to backtrack and say, "Oh, well, she couldn't do it."
Well, that was the whole story that the build is that she couldn't get extreme, and now she explains why she couldn't because she's not here to hurt people.
Yeah, but look at the match. That's not what happened. What happened was she got her ass beat.
There's something to be said for the fact that if you're in a kendo stick match and somebody's able to snatch it from you.
Yeah, but that's not like she didn't sit there and contemplate it like, oh, should I hit her or not? No,
I mean, but if she never hit her, then the point is still the same. She's not extreme.
Yeah, right, exactly. She doesn't have that extra fire.
She's a loser. So she talks about how she's there to put smiles on faces, not bruises. Why is she competing? I don't know. This was just dumb. So this is beyond stupid. Just when I thought it couldn't get any dumber, they take it to another extreme. So Bailey asks Corey for a hug. Corey has a look on his face like, don't fucking hug me. Bailey creepily leans in, inch by inch, and reaches in for a hug. What was this?
It could be the beginning of something.
Why wouldn't she want to hug him? He's attractive.
And she's a hugger.
Maybe she wants a boyfriend that Alexa wants to.
Yeah, they're going to that whole like, well, Bailey's never kissed a boy.
Oh, I don't know if they're actually doing that. That would take thought. I don't think they're doing
Someone actually said that like they were trying to play on the whole Jerry Seinfeld Kesha thing.
Jerry Seinfeld Kesha thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, Jerry Seinfeld was on the red carpet and Kesha went up to him.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "Get the fuck away from me," or whatever.
No, he didn't do that. He was very proper and just said, "No, thank you. No.
Oh.
No, I don't know her. No." It was awkward. It would have been better if he had been like, "Please don't touch me," or "Please get the fuck away from me." But he was just like, And you know, like when you do that good backup, like back.
That's funny.
Kesha obviously didn't know that Jerry Seinfeld is like definitely opposed to giving people hugs and like touching people.
I guess he's
OCD. Yeah, he's the opposite of a hugger.
Oh, that explains everything. Because he was just like,
He's like, no, thank you. No, I'm fine.
He's like, no. Like he backed up a smooth 4 times. He was like, ooh.
And the dude was like, do you know who that was? He was like, no. He's like, that was Kesha. Well, I wish her well.
So is that what they were doing here, or are they really trying to go for the whole Bailey wants a boyfriend thing?
I don't think they were going for any of that. I think they were just sticking with the, hey, guess what? She's not extreme. She's here to put smiles on people's faces, and she's a hugger. So how does she end her interaction with you? She gives you a hug.
It's creepy.
It's Bailey, man. Vince doesn't know what he's doing right now. He's trying to figure it out. I think he's thinking about turning her heel. He just doesn't.
So it was just kind of weird how, like, I think like Corey didn't know that the cameras hadn't turned off yet because he says, "I need a cigarette."
No, I think he knew the cameras were still on.
That was weird too.
Right, it's supposed to be weird, dude.
Because she's you have sex.
Yeah, he didn't have sex. Like he.
But it gave him stirrings.
Right, it's the implication of it, dude.
He didn't want to be hugged though.
Because she goes,
he liked it more than he thought. Come on.
Right, exactly. Because she goes, hey, how was that? And then that's when he goes, I think I need a cigarette.
I think I need a shower after that. That was disturbing.
This isn't like the Breaking Bad or the Walking Dead. You're taking stuff too literal, man. You gotta let some stuff, give some stuff some room to not make sense. You can't be like,
oh God, well, jeez, no, like it.
It's wrestling, dude. It's not freaking trying to win an Emmy.
Weird. I'm sorry. It just was.
They don't write the show to try to win an Emmy, dude. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff that kind of don't match up from week to week. You just gotta let. It's like Chris Rock said when you play with a kid with special needs. You just gotta let some shit slide, man.
Yeah, poor Bailey. No, that was just weird and disturbing, and I don't know. So Heath Slater and Rhino versus Miz and apparently the Bear.
You thought that was weird and disturbing. How about this?
This was pretty sickening as well. But so the fucking goddamn Bear. So apparently it wasn't the same Bear. Apparently, so Miz cannot believe that the Bear is his partner. So a Bear chant begins. Miz attacks the Bear. At one point, he pulls a mask off, and apparently it's a different local competitor. He pulls Miz back in the ring, and the Bear. Oh, no, wait. He pulls Miz back in the ring, and the Bear, still wary from getting attacked, also gets in the ring. Heath Slater helps him up, but the Bear recovers and gives him a familiar-looking DDT. Maurice, who's the only one thinking at this point, tries to warn the Miz of what's happening. The Bear pulls his mask off, and it is, in fact, Dean Ambrose. Dean rams Miz into Maurice. Miz apologizes and seems distracted. Dean gives him the dirty deeds, pulls Slater on top of Miz, and I think I lost a few IQ points. So after the match, Dean puts the bear mask on the Miz, and we move on with our lives.
The real subtleties of the Miz going through it right now. Tries to get his customary kiss from Maurice when they do their ring entrance. It just turns and walks away. Just leaves him out there cold.
She was not having it.
Man, out here on the couch. It's a rough life. Got Dean Ambrose up his back. Wife mad with him. Kurt Angle better be glad he didn't slap him when he was back there in the back. He's got a lot of stress right now.
Yeah, I know, like, having to deal with Karen and Jeff's kids. So anyway, Neville versus Rich Homie Swan. Bathroom break. So Neville makes quick work of Swan. He locks in the ring this Saturday, and the match is over. Neville grabs the mic and cuts a promo.
They never had a match. Huh? He tapped him before the bell. They never even had a match.
No? Okay, well, yeah, that's how much I was paying attention. That's how interesting this is. So Neville grabs the mic and then cuts a promo running down the entire Cruiserweight division, kicking in Swan and telling him to get out of his ring.
He especially singles out Cesaro, though. Tells him to tread carefully or bow down to the king of the Cruiserweights.
I see. So Cesaro and Sheamus are interviewed. Cesaro says he was inspired by the Hardys book, which is probably available at WWE Shop. So apparently Kaz was attacked again. Yeah, for two people that say they have each other's back, they're kind of prone to being attacked. They have their match with the Good Brothers, and of course they get beat. After the match, the Good Brothers start to beat Kaz and Enzo up. Big Show appears for the save. Kaz doesn't like it. R-Truth appears on the screen to piss me off. Big Show is walking backstage. Enzo thanks him for the save, then accuses Show of attacking Kaz. Big Show is infuriated that Enzo would even suggest that he was the attacker. Show realized it wasn't Enzo asking, but it was Kaz. Show then calls Kaz soft and then walks away. So now what do y'all think now that they're getting Big Show involved in this mess?
Oh, the payoff is somebody that's not even. I think it's somebody that's
unrelated.
That's not even on the roster right now. It's somebody that's so far off the radar. It's good. This is real good. It's nobody that it's they trying to make you think it's a revival, but it's not them because they've been it's too obvious that they want you to think it's them. It's not Enzo and Cass doing it to each other. So it's somebody off the grid. You know what I mean, Sam. Jesus.
See, I remember a long time ago, somebody ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin. For months and months, I was trying to figure out who it was. I made charts and graphs and stuff. I said, okay, who would benefit most from this?
Do you have a perk board like the fashion?
No, I might as well have. Might as well have had one. So I eventually said, okay, it has to be the British Bulldog. So we wait a year for this payoff, and it's goddamn fucking Rikishi, someone who wasn't even on the roster at the time. So yeah, all I'm saying is, yeah, you're doing all this deep thinking, but then it comes out to be bullshit.
That's why just let it happen. Live the kayfabe life.
Okay, Bill Cosby.
Drink it in, man. What the fuck Bill Cosby got to do with what I said?
You said you just gotta let it happen.
He didn't just let it happen. He allegedly made it happen. Allegedly.
No, but he tells her to just let it happen.
Listen.
Allegedly. So interview robot number 2 interviews Joey Samoa. Roman Reigns has an announcement next week on Raw. And I didn't really bother watching the last match just because I'm really fed up with the show. So, but I know that the Cesaro and Sheamus win.
2 out of 3 falls. They both, Sheamus and Cesaro get the first fall. Hardy Boys get the second fall. So it's tied at 1 fall each. When both teams start to brawl out on the floor and both teams get counted out, and Sheamus and Cesaro retain the titles. So you had a non-finish.
That is your Monday Night Raw. All right, SmackDown.
Well, hold on. The opening segment was fantastic. The pull apart.
Yeah, just after that, it just died.
No, and also the Alexa Bliss part with the ladies was good too. Even though she did have to take the beat down from Sasha, that was good stuff. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. They finally tried to like do some type of SmackDown type stuff with the Raw women, but they still made you only focus on two people, which was Sasha and Alexa.
Who has more women?
I think they have the equal amount of women, or Raw has like one or two more because I think Raw still has like Summer Rae.
Do they count James Ellsworth?
You have to ask DD about that. That's her show.
They may actually.
He is the only diva left on the roster. After all.
But Vince.
What did happen to Summer Rae?
She got hurt again, but she's been out like modeling and stuff, doing stuff on the side. So I don't know if wrestling is really gonna.
Yeah, I thought she was. Honestly, thought she was gone because she's been going by her real name online.
How do you get injured if you don't actually have a wrestle?
Oh, there you go with that again.
Dang. Shade.
No, I'm actually asking. No shade. I want to know.
But yeah, so I think everybody kind of knew what was up this week on Raw with the NBA Finals Game 5, the clinching game.
Yeah, so apparently I was wrong. It wasn't over in game. It wasn't over in game 4. It was over in game 5.
Yeah, so Vince basically was like, if you don't watch the first like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, then you basically missed the best part of the show.
Yeah, because you best believe if that finals wasn't on, they would have said that to the end.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So
SmackDown. Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Deidre.
It matters. Hashtag.
That's not my name. Hashtag. It does matter.
It's your name here. Okay.
Hashtag. No, it's not, Sammy.
Hashtag. Do you really want your real name out there?
Hashtag. My real name is nobody's business.
That's why you're de-dressing.
Hashtag. We already said what my real name was last week. I'm not that drunk. I actually remember.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So this week they were in New Orleans. Not the home of WrestleMania next year. However, this time they're in the Smoothie King Center, which is the other arena directly beside the big ass arena.
It's literally across the street. I've seen.
Yeah, they're walking distance. None of my business. But anyway, so it starts off with the New Day coming out. They come out with a band called the Soul Rebels, and it's lit.
Wait, hold on. How lit is it?
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, how lit is it?
I mean,
AF.
I'm not clever, man. We gotta talk these things through before you.
Well, we can't be calling spots now. Come on,
we gotta practice. It's good.
Yeah, it was like a New Orleans brass band, and they were doing the New Day theme. Yeah, it was great.
Very much that. There you go. Details. Appreciated it. So yeah, Xavier gets on the mic. He talks about the Usos, says they're going to win the titles, bring them back to New Orleans for WrestleMania, compares the Usos to an off Broadway version of Straight Outta Compton.
I thought that was funny.
Very much so. The Usos come out. They're immediately interrupted by Breezango, who calls them G for gross. Then the Colognes come out and call the Fashion Police the worst detectives ever and question their fashion sense. Then Big E cuts them off, and then we're going to have a match. Because, of course, we're going to have a match. And it's an 8-man tag match. It's the New Day.
It's a straight-up tag team match.
Yeah. This time, Big E's the one not wrestling. So the New Day and Breezango versus Usos and Colognes. The New Day picked up the win with a combo double foot stomp. Xavier did it because she's our unicorn.
Xavier was showing the fuck out. He had a nice tope con hero.
Yes, words I don't understand. Yeah.
I was trying to do my best Mauro Ronaldo. Sorry.
No matter.
Mamma mia. That's what you do.
John Cena's coming back. Apparently, he's called a free agent. In which case, why can't his ass just go to Raw?
All right. That's what they're implying, pretty much.
Well, I know. I mean, go to Raw. Like, go to Raw. Like, don't come to my show. Go we're there.
Hey, well,
because why would you come on SmackDown and be like, I'm going to Raw? Like, why don't you just take your ass to Raw?
Well, they did do that same promo on Raw. So,
what's July 4th? What's July 4th? July 4th is Tuesday.
Date on the
so
calendar.
He's going to be on SmackDown.
Okay, well,
So I want him to go to Raw.
I don't. He can stay on.
No. He needs to be on your show.
Send him to 205 Live.
3 hours to fill up.
Send him to 205 Live.
He's too big. Anyway, so next.
That's what she said.
No, that's not what he said. Backstage, AJ warns Nakamura that Sammy gets a little overexcited, and then Sammy shows up acting exactly like how Sammy always acts, I should say. So he's talking and he's talking and he's talking. He wants to talk strategy. Nakamura's just kind of looking at him, and AJ is looking at Nakamura like, see what I mean? And he goes, I like him. Which I do too, Nakamura. I do too.
And that made you feel warm inside.
It did.
I like that the crowd popped for AJ and Nakamura because, they had their classic matches back in the day.
True. So, other places backstage, Mojo is talking about his loss to some Latina chick. I don't know if it's Charlie or Daisy, but one of them.
That was Dasha?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter, really.
It really doesn't. He put over gender. Says he's been a different guy lately. I don't know if he's referring to the HGH, allegedly.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Nobody trains harder than Jinder Mahal.
I'm sure.
No, and nobody gets higher than RVD.
Well, I know for sure that last one is true. So, bounce back and be the best. It says the best is yet to come. You look to the side and you see Zack Ryder standing there with a big smile and a business suit. He says they have unfinished business, and they're like, hell yeah, man, awfully Caucasian, but it's cute. It works. Bro. Uh-oh.
Bro.
It says
no, I'm still here.
You're still here.
There was like three of you. There was like 3 of you a minute ago.
Hey, man.
Magic.
We out here.
Magic. Next is Naomi versus Tamina. I don't know what they're doing with the ramp that Naomi can't slide, but she's like,
it seems like she's
like the one pay-per-view. The ramp really was like 2 feet. Now it's just seeming like, I don't know if the angle's not good for it.
No, I think what it is before the cameraman would go like halfway down the ramp. And so when she slid, she would like slide into him, and then they would cut, and then she would walk. Then they would cut, and then you see her walk to the ring. I don't think they're doing that anymore. I think they're changing up the way they shoot her when she does the slide.
It looks different, or what's the? Like, what is it?
The slide is not as exaggerated. The slide used to be like 15 feet.
Yeah.
Now it's only like 5.
Even if that, it's just more like, ooh, slide.
I told you that time.
Like you guys serve slide, like.
I told you that time that I saw her live and she did the slide and she took a tumble.
Well, listen, we don't want to talk about Sky.
We don't talk about mishaps when it comes to Naomi. What are you talking about?
Luckily, there's a 7-second delay.
This is why you're doing that.
There's a 7-second delay, so of course they cut to something else, so you didn't see that.
We don't got to talk about her mishaps.
Yeah, I would have been right there
for the Caucasian accidents. Yes. Okay, next.
I would have been right there and be like, I'll help you up.
Wonderful. So then Lana comes to the ring in her blue ball gown. This is a We Want Russo chant. Naomi wins with a split-legged moonsault. She turned her back, Mufasa, and then Lana attacks her and then hits her with a sit-out spine buster. How did it look, Donald?
The sit-out spine buster looked fantastic. Naomi's split-legged moonsault is the second best ever split-legged moonsault I've ever seen, next to RVD. So that's like the highest praise you can get in the whole wide world.
He said hi in RVD.
That's right. What do you think? Somebody suggested that Lana should wrestle in the ball gown. What do you think?
Ball gown.
What do you think?
It'd be funnier for when she wins, because I think she's gonna win. But sure.
But I don't like that they had Naomi wrestle Tamina. I don't like when they make my faves wrestle each other.
I would have liked acknowledgement of the fact that they're related. even if it's just
Oh yeah.
Like,
so after matches like that, how does it work at the cookout?
Yeah, like just say that. So like, what are y'all gonna do for your 4th of July cookout? Like, is Tamina not invited? Like, are y'all gonna come at different times? Like, what's that look like?
She's gonna bring the potato salad. No one's gonna eat it, and they're gonna feel bad for her.
Tamina doesn't make the potato salad.
Who makes potato salad in their family?
You know it ain't Tamina.
It's gotta be Naomi, because they bring in that traditional, Samoan island type fare. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Naomi's in charge of the greens and potato salad.
They already put her name down already.
Put it on the pit. Tamina don't make potatoes.
So who brings the alcohol?
Oh, they all bring the alcohol.
Okay,
that's all the Samoans bring the alcohol.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard Chris Jericho talk about his back of the bus brothers? He says the Samoans are the only people who get down like back in the day. They're the only people who get in the back of the bus and drink with them. Chris Jericho likes to drink Grey Goose.
I don't get involved in people's personal lives.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of that podcast, I heard Jeff Hardy and Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose has to be the most boring man on earth.
Oh, you need to listen to the one from this past Wednesday with your boo, the Big Show. The Big Show's waistline is smaller than mine.
Yes. Oh wait.
Yes.
Hey,
see, he's getting ready to leave Team Chunky TV.
And he said that
he's like 13 feet tall. He can never be but so skinny.
And he said that John Cena kind of being a dick to him is the reason why he got in such good shape.
Oh, John Cena was a dick. Shocking. Anyway, I can't tell you how much that shocks me. Next, Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers come out. He demands the crowd get to their feet and show him respect. He says that he would beat Randy Orton in his hometown in front of Cowboy Bob and the other legends. He calls Randy a coward, and he calls this the era of the modern day Maharaja. He speaks in Punjabi. The crowd is racist, per usual. Randy's music hits, so he sends the Singh brothers up to the ramp. Randy Orton in his little onesie, or his Speedo, I should say, appears from out of nowhere and hits Jinder with the RKO. And I just wonder, like, if you know you don't have a wrestling match, why are you just walking around the briefs? Like,
well, I mean, like Nakamura in his mouthpiece, you just gotta stay ready.
No, but I mean, like a mouthpiece is, you never know when somebody might want to attack you from behind. But like, why you just got your briefs on? Like, you don't got no like slishy pants you could wear. No, not like nothing.
Oh, you talking about like The Rock when he would wear his like windbreaker pants when he wasn't necessarily wrestling,
or like your good gray pants. Like you're just gonna walk around in your underwear. It's like that's inappropriate.
It would always disturb me when they would walk around like that and then wear a shirt because it looked like they were wearing nothing at all.
That's from The Simpsons. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. You had to be there. Next. Kevin of the Owens. Is he gone this time or no? Okay, so Kevin approaches Baron.
He's right there.
And the Ziggles in the locker room. Kevin says, look, I don't like neither one of y'all, but we can work together, take out the opponents, or they can trade moves on each other and head into Money in the Bank worse off than before. Think about it. So then Randy tells Renee Young that the time for talking is over and he would take back the Fizz in St. Louis. Next, Charlotte faces Natty Bo. Charlotte hits a moonsault. Natty kicks out. Natty follows with a sit-out powerbomb for a near fall. Bites out of a sharpshooter, and then she hits a big boot for 2. That's Charlotte who did that. Then she kicks Natty's leg out from under her and hits a natural selection for the win. Next is Fashion Files. Fandango finds Tyler.
Sorry.
It's okay. Fandango finds Tyler laid out in their office. He says he was attacked by 2 monsters with greasy hair, super dry skin, and 2 arms. Fandango draws a sketch, and then they go look for the people. Fandango's sketch was of 2 stick figures.
Hold on, before you go on.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know how I love the board, right?
Sure.
You didn't see this.
No.
It had your man.
Boom.
No,
Samito.
Uh-huh.
It said generic.
Oh.
and needs a mask.
Oh, that's so cute. That's adorable. Oh, I think I like them now. Okay, so next, Lana talks to Daisy in the back and says she doesn't care what people think of her. Didn't you see how I beat Naomi's ass? She's gonna shock the world and crush Naomi on Sunday.
I was just gonna cry.
Some people are gonna be on Talking Smack if you're into all that kind of stuff. Next,
Some people who people?
Dom likes Talking Smack.
It was Jinder, Nakamura, and I forgot who.
Zach and Mojo. I knew who
Yeah,
they
Zach
were.
and Mojo. There you go.
Yeah. Yes. So next is the 6-man tag. This is Sammy, AJ, and Nakamura versus Kevin Barron and the Ziggles. Sammy hits a Blue Thunder Bomb. Of course, he didn't get the 3 count for it though. Sammy catches Barron with a hard clothesline, clears the ring out of all of the opponents. He tries to make a hot tag, but his partners are yanked off the apron by the other 2 members of that other team. AJ catches Baron with the forearm, and then Sammy kicks Baron's face off with a helluva kick for the win. Ziggles immediately attacks AJ and Sammy afterwards, and then Owens and Ziggles use the ladder on both men as well. Then Baron jumps in, pushes Owens into Ziggles, and then attacks them with the ladder. Then Corbin sets up the ladder and climbs it, I guess, to like give you the image of him winning at Money in the Bank. But Nakamura shows up to do the thug thizzle, pushes the ladder down, hits Corbin with the Kinshasa, or however you want to say it. And then Nakamura climbs the ladder and unhooks the briefcase and poses at the top of the ladder as SmackDown ends. That's it.
How you feel about it?
It was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I like any time Nakamura comes out on top.
Main event was good.
He won. What is you saying? It was amazing.
I didn't like the fact that Randy got that RKO and then posting all the fans and how loud they was cheering.
Because they're racist.
Yeah, that's fuck.
I mean, ish.
I thought the New Day stuff was good. He called what he call New Day? They called him something when they came out to like retaliate after they called him off.
You're right, but I don't remember what it was. But it was like,
yeah. We need more of this. We didn't really we got like all these other teams kind of mixed into it.
Yeah.
We need to like throw them off to the side so we can just focus on New Day and Usos. Like
I think the problem is their solution to not having the same one-on-one match is to have the same tag team match.
Right.
So then it kind of like muddies what you're focused on in regards to the tag teams who are actually like out here trying to get some wins and shit. So they just need to learn how to focus.
But SmackDown is so much more fun than Raw. I mean, just by the opening, just with New Day coming out with that brass band, they would never been able to do that on Raw.
Oh no, because they're boring.
And it goes by so fast too. That first hour goes by like what?
And that's the thing. I don't know if they need to work on the pacing over at Raw. Because why do you have 3 whole hours? And it seems like you get nothing done, but we've got 2, and it seems like you're getting all of the storylines.
Yeah, they just have a better concept of how they used it. I think because SmackDown, at first we was like, oh man, SmackDown, they got shitted on. They got nobody. They got lesser stars. They got a smaller amount of people. But I think it works to their advantage, though.
Mm-hmm. And then I think, especially with this last one, we got a good amount of people. Like, I'm not mad at nobody. We got Kevin, we got Sammy, we got Naomi. I'm happy. Like, we're fine.
You got everybody you wanted except for Cesaro.
Yeah, honestly. And it's like fair, I guess he probably, with him being with Sheamus, he probably is better off at Raw. If it was just him by himself, yeah, he would need to come on over to SmackDown.
Yeah. So again, SmackDown matters. hashtag tag.
Mm-hmm.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Follow us on Twitter. Share your commentary with color. Rawcast, hashtag Monday nights, 8 p.m. Same thing. Use the hashtag and share your commentary with color. Now it's time to sell some products. Please support our sponsors, CSPN.us. Click on the tab that says support our sponsors. Click on Amazon. Father's Day is a couple of days away. Got to get that like next day shipping. If you haven't found anything for your dad yet, but when you do go shopping for your Father's Day gifts, please use CSPN.us and Amazon. Please do it today. Now we're going to go into 205 Live. Show starts out with Akira Tozawa backstage when he's approached by Titus. Titus tells Tozawa that he's got a main event match tonight versus TJ Perkins. Titus says that Tozawa could be the Kobe or the LeBron James of Japan. And then he does the Tozawa chant, but instead of the ha, 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 he goes cha, 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 ching. Because, Titus Brand's all about that loot, baby. He started singing "It's Raining Yen" as well, which is just hilarious. So we get Cedric Alexander versus Arya Daivari. Noam Dar comes to ringside and distracts Cedric, which leads to a roll-up and the 2 count by Daivari. Cedric Alexander then hits the lumbar check and he gets the victory. So Didi, take your drink.
Yay.
Next up, Austin Aries. He comes out to cut an in-ring promo on his future. He tells the crowd that he has injuries to his knee and his neck. The extent of the injuries is still unknown, and so as of right now, he isn't cleared to wrestle. Tony Nese comes down. He says that Aries should get out of the ring and fade into the past because he's looking at the future. It looks like Nese is about to hit Austin Aries when Jack Gallagher comes out. Gallagher and Nese exchange words before Gallagher beats up Nese and sends him to the back. Rich Swann and TJP, they have a backstage promo where Rich Homie Swann pleads for the real TJ Perkins to show back up again. Then we get a Mustafa Ali video package that gets interrupted by an ad for Drew Gulak in his no-fly zone. That's like directly about like Donald Trump and the Muslim ban, like in an off kind of like roundabout way. So hopefully Mustafa Ali beats the shit out of Drew Gulak eventually when this gets paid off. Next up, Akira Tozawa versus TJP in the main event. Tozawa hits TJP with the Saito suplex. Then Tozawa follows up with the atomic senton bomb. He gets the win. Titus is watching on the screen in the back when Neville comes up to him. Neville tells Titus that he set up Tozawa for a world of misery and that Tozawa is not even close to the Neville level.
So
and that was 205.
So
yes, sir.
So a lot of people were joking that TJP is no longer Perkins because what's it, man, H. Perkins, the restaurant. Apparently, that's according to sources, that's actually true. That's why he's TJP now.
Okay, Vince McMahon is a weird dude.
Like, I don't know. Yeah,
I don't get it, but okay. Whatever works for Vince.
It's his company, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you like it, I love it. So,
all right, that's all.
But yeah, so not really much that happened. It's kind of a little bit shorter episode of 205 than we usually get, but the main event was good as always with 205 Live. They just need to scrap the live part, put it in Full Sail, and then let the boys just go crazy instead of wrestling WWE style. Let them wrestle true cruiserweight style, and people would love this show because we love the CWC. Next up, NXT, we have Drew McIntyre versus Rob Rising. McIntyre hits the Yakuza kick, and he gets the win. Next, we get an Aleister Black video package. Next up, it's the Authors of Pain versus a local talent. Razor gets called to the apron by Paul Ellering, and they're talking. So it's Akam versus these two guys. Akam hits a Death Valley driver to get the win in what was a handicap match. Then the AOP gives the local talent the Super Collider after the match. Paul Ellering cuts a promo on Heavy Machinery about them wanting a shot at their tag team titles. Paul Ellering starts naming all the teams that they have beaten and talking bad about Heavy Machinery, which brings Heavy Machinery out. We get a stare down between Authors of Pain and Heavy Machinery, and then the Authors of Pain walk to the back. Next up, we get a Roderick Strong, Bobby Roode promo war video package from 2 weeks ago. Then we get a Sonya Deville video package. Next up, it's our guy, Patrick Clark, a.k.a. the Velveteen Dream, versus Raul Mendoza. Velveteen Dream gives Mendoza a cartwheel Death Valley driver. Then he hits the big elbow drop from the top rope, and the Velveteen Dream gets the win. The cartwheel Death Valley driver, really, really sweet looking. Still a little rough around the edges, but yeah, Velveteen Dream, it could be something. Then we get a recap for Dale Itami and Cassius Ohno situation from last week, followed by a promo from Cassius Ohno. Ohno says that he's got a match next week versus Aleister Black. Then we get an Ember Moon video package. And then we get to our main event. Nikki Cross, Ruby Riott, and Asuka in a triple threat elimination match for the NXT Women's title. Nikki Cross eliminates Ruby Riott with a draping version of the Crossroads. Nikki and Asuka then brawl outside the ring, and the ref declares the match a no contest. Nikki and Asuka fight out back, and then they fight back into the arena, and then they both end up going through a table to end the show. So 2 championship matches this week on WWE programming, and both ended up in a no contest. Really like Patrick Clark. Nikki Cross with this crossbody to Asuka through the table was pretty cool. They were kind of high up, so that bump had a lot of impact. And AOP and Heavy Machinery was a pretty good visual, seeing those 4 big guys kind of stare each other down. So not really much happened this week on NXT that was eventful, but a couple of things stood out. So good show. Sam, did you watch Lucha Underground?
So I downloaded one and it was the wrong episode. And I didn't notice until I had to go to work.
All right. So we got Cueto. He's in his office. He's looking at the bracket for the Cueto Cup, which starts this week. Pentagon Dark busts in and wants to get his hands on Black Lotus. Dario says he hasn't seen her in a few months, but Dario does barter to put Pentagon into the Cueto Cup. Pentagon vows to win the cup and take the title, or at the least leave a bunch of broken bones behind. So we get the Mac versus Mala Serte. Serte hits a crucifix bomb for a near fall. Serte follows up with the DDT and goes up to the top rope. Serte misses the Swanton, which allows the Mac to hit the pounce, then followed by the stunner, and the Mac gets the win. We see Cage when he's working out, and Dario suggests that he should talk with Councilman Delgado, aka Lorenzo Lamas. But Cage isn't feeling it. Dario suggests a little stronger that Cage should meet with him tonight. Then we get our first match in the Cueto Cup. We get Pentagon Dark versus Argenis. Argenis goes for a headstand in the corner, but eats a super kick from Pentagon. Pentagon follows up with the Packers Pile Driver and gets the victory. After the match, Pentagon breaks the arm of Argenis again. Next, we have Tejano versus Famous B. Famous B wants to represent Tejano and is willing to lay down for him. So Tejano gets on top of Famous B for the pin, but pulls him up at 2. Tejano then gives him the sit-out powerbomb, and he gets the win. And Famous B's assistant, Brenda, smacks Tejano on the ass, and he likes it. He really likes it. Then we get training videos of Rey Mysterio Jr. and Johnny Mundo leading up to their championship match that's going to happen at Ultima Lucha Trace. Next up, we get Aerostar versus Drago with Cobra Moon. Aerostar puts Drago in the whip of the dragon, but Drago fights out of it to hit a blockbuster. Drago applies the whip of the dragon, and he gets the win. Cobra Moon encourages Drago to beat down Aerostar, and he does. To end the show, we have Brian Cage. He is meeting with Councilman Delgado at City Hall. Delgado tells Cage that he soon will have more power than he could imagine, and their work could begin. Cage responds by saying he doesn't work for Delgado. Delgado tells Cage he soon will, and Cage's life will have a purpose. This response gets Delgado choked out. Cage then punches Delgado in the face and turns Delgado's face into mush. Cage says his catchphrase, "I'm not a man, I'm a machine," and then leaves the scene of the crime. So Brian Cage has killed Lorenzo Lamas at the end of this episode of Lucha Underground.
Oh well, bye.
The Mac and the Mala Serte match, really good. The Mala Serte dude, he got a bunch of cool moves in. And they had a pretty good lengthy match. Mac came out on top, so pretty good for him. Good to see Pentagon Dark back. Jupiter Julep, shout out to you. I know that's your fave. And Famous B and Titus, they kind of got the same thing going on. Famous B got a little bit of a head start in kind of working the gimmick, so he's a little bit more polished. But yeah, it's real fun to kind of see them compare and contrast to each other. So this is a pretty fun episode of Lucha Underground. Next up, we have hashtag Money Cash Holes this week as our hashtag for the live tweet of Money in the Bank. So, of course, that means that on tonight's episode, we get to play hashtag Who You Got. So, Didi, are you going to take down the official results, or do you want me to do it?
Nah, I got you, friend.
All right, friend. So, we're going to start out with hashtag Say No to Pre-Shows. Didi's your name will be nowhere to be found.
Nope.
We have, well, she might. No, if the Usos or Roman couldn't lure her into the pre-show, no way the Fashion Police, Breezango versus the Colognes will lure her in.
Oh, Lord, no.
All right, so.
Carlito's there, I will not be.
So, Didi's your name. We'll start with you. Who you got?
I'll go with Breezango.
All right. Sam?
I guess Breezango. I don't know.
Yeah, clean sweep. Breezango as well. All right, so cue the pyro and hashtag Money Cash Holes. We have our first match. Naomi, SmackDown Women's Champion, versus Lana for the SmackDown Women's title. Sam, who you got?
I know there's a really good chance that Lana's going to win, but I'm still going to stick with my girl.
All right. Didi?
Same deal. I will not be shocked if Lana wins, but that's not how I make these picks, so I'll go with Naomi.
All right. Another clean sweep. I'm going to feel the glow and go with Naomi as well. Next up, the Usos versus the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
New Day.
Didi's your name? Who you got?
I have the New Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sam, you said you have the New Day as well?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Usos.
Always trying to go for the win.
I'm on my day one is H.
God.
Jinder Mahal, the modern day Maharaja. Gender Gang in the building. Stand up versus All Lives Matter, Randy Orton for the WWE title. Sam,
Jinder.
Who you got?
I'm going with Jinder.
Never hinder gender. Didi, who you got?
I also, too, as well, have Jinder.
Clean sweep, Jinder Mahal, and hopefully he gives Cowboy Bob Orton a good right hand too as well.
That'd be so good. Oh.
Wouldn't it?
Yes, please.
For the first time ever, women's Money in the Bank match. We have Charlotte, Becky, Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina. Didi's your name. Who you got?
Wait a minute. Charlotte, Becky, Carmella, Natty, and Tamina?
Yes, ma'am.
Whew. Natty.
Yeah, that's what I was going to pick. Damn it.
That That was out of left field. Wow.
Yeah, because like in these things, it's kind of good to go with the dark horse.
Well, there's no bigger dark horse than Tamina, and that's what I'm picking for.
Sizzle.
Not Sizzle. Tamina been looking good, man.
Okay, so you're gonna stick with.
They got her. They got her in that Nia Jax grocery bag. Come on.
Sam, are you gonna stick with?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Natty.
Okay.
All right. Main event. Money in the Bank ladder match.
Ooh.
AJ Styles, Nakamura, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler. Sam, who you got?
It pains me to say this, but I'm gonna say boring Corbin.
All right. Didi Jonay, who you got?
AJ, Nakamura,
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn,
Sammy,
Baron Corbin,
Dolph
Ziggler.
Oh, that's a lot of my faves. Yeah, I'm going Nakamura.
All right.
I say give it to boring Corbin. Let him have it for about a year.
A year.
Let him hold on to it. Yeah, let him hold on to it. He's not ready.
Oh, since it's just the briefing. True. Don.
I'm going to go with the underdog from the underground.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn.
Come on, you know that dude ain't winning nothing.
It's lit.
I don't know, man.
He'll probably trip and break his arm again.
And you know they like to swerve on the day of the event. So, like I said, everybody, please use the hashtag #MoneyCashHolds to.
No, you have to specify. Be clear. Holds, HOLDS.
Yes, HOLDS. To live tweet with us and share your commentary with color this Sunday, starting at 8 p.m. for the hashtag #MoneyCashHolds. At 7 p.m., hashtag say no to pre-shows. All right, Sam, so you can give it back out for your shout-outs.
Are we doing shout-outs now? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Unless there's anything else that you want to talk about.
I have
ROH, TNA type stuff?
No, I've literally watched nothing.
Oh, you just get to watch Monday Night Raw with us then, huh? Your favorite.
Fortunately. I haven't heard all of the Cornet podcast, but apparently he has something to say to Cornet, to Russo.
Yeah, he kind of conceded.
Is it an actual apology, or is he more like swerving us?
Man, you know what it is. It's
okay.
back. It's a left-handed compliment.
Oh, okay. Because I did see like a video where Russo apologized to Cornet.
Well, I mean,
I didn't actually watch it, but I just saw that it was up
there. He does go off on. Let me make sure I get everybody here. Make sure I don't miss anybody out. He goes off on the Young Bucks because Dave Meltzer. Responded to the BWG. Okay, you heard all that.
I'm just at the part now where he's about to apologize to.
Oh yeah. I listened to that coming home in traffic today. It's very entertaining.
You should have heard last week's episode. He did a pipe bomb on Vince Russo. He basically said he will meet him anywhere, anytime. No cameras, no police, no nothing, no weapons. He really wanted to beat his ass.
He said he'll have like $10,000 with him, and if Vince Russo can take it from him, he can keep it.
You should have heard it, DD. It was lit, and he even did a whole mic drop and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Before we go, just everybody, please find a way to watch the Kenny Omega versus Okada Part 2, the rematch. Find it on YouTube. I know that New Japan released it as just a free video day or two after it dropped. It's fantastic. Just the whole Dominion card itself was great. So if you have New Japan World, you got a treat this past Sunday. Miyamoto will be reviewing that coming up. So look for that to drop early next week, as we will have our thoughts on Dominion, and we will also preview the G1 shows coming to Long Beach July 1st and 2nd. some good matches slated for that card. So, and they're also going to have the tournament for the IWGP US title.
Hooray! All right, now shoutouts. We're gonna start with Didi.
Shout out to Mel because Mel always gets shout outs. Shout out to y'all's guest last week, D, my name twin, because I was indisposed last shout out time. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Greg. That's about it.
Hold on, we didn't get to do it last week, I think, because you were indisposed. But TJ.
Oh, y'all didn't do it at all?
No. TJP's gimmick is that he likes video games, and we forgot what yours was. What was it again?
Oh, I'm still a grown ass woman.
All right, done.
I'd like to give a shout out to my co-host here on the Wrasslecast. I'd like to give a shout out to Classic for putting together the party promo and all the little inserts. Give a shout out to the whole CSPN. Give a shout out to especially Gord Baker Bone and Saron Russell. They came back with the brand new Bad Advice show this week. Hilarious. Download, listen to it right here on CSPN.us. Give a shout out to Greg, the fourth member, Jerobi of the Wrasslecast. Give a shout out to everybody who's going to join us this week for the hashtag MoneyCast Holds, also for Rawcast and SmackDown Matters. Give a shout out to Moto, my partner in crime over on Cast of Strong Style. Please follow us on Twitter and listen to our podcast if you are into New Japan Pro Wrestling. And that's all I have for this week.
All right, I only have 3 shout outs. Shout out to Lady Nikki, of course. Shout out to Naomi. And shout out to Kiera Hogan. That's it. So, other than that, I guess, unless anyone has anything else? No? Nothing? No? Okay. So, since no one has anything else, we will close the show and say good night, friends. Peace. I think Don went to go run upstairs.